learn about yourself, the easier it is to look after yourself, to match everyone else. When I was in my first secondary school, which sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. Hello and welcome back, or welcome to Harley Hope's ADHD and Autism Mess channel. If you're new here, hello and hi. If you're not, still hello and hi. If you want to go and get a drink, go and get a snack first before we start this video. And please make sure to give this video a like, subscribe down below, click the notification bell so you're notified when my next video comes out, and let's get started. This video is going to be about advice I would give my younger self. So to start off with, I am going to say any money that you receive, you can spend half of it or 1/3 of it or something. Just do not spend all of it, because you're going to need it for the future, and if you don't, you're going to be struggling bad if you can't get a job. Getting a job isn't actually as easy as you think it is. I know that when I was younger, I thought that getting a job would be easy peasy, snap, squealy, all that shit. It's really fucking not. It's actually way harder to get a job because there are so many goddamn requirements that you need, and I meant me, not you. You get where I'm coming from. Just because you might be having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, does not mean that it is going to be bad all the time. And also, if you're not fitting in at school or college and you are just not having a good time at any of these schools or anything, it is not the end of the world. Trust me, I know. And even though there are a lot of people that don't like you and do like you, I was going to say stick with the ones that do like you, but the thing is that a lot of people who like you pretend to like you and they don't actually like you. So all I'm gonna say is be yourself, trust who you want to trust, and if they fucking fail or if they break your trust, leave. Don't go back. That is toxic as fuck. Do not go back. I was going somewhere with this and I completely forgot where. Even if you have best friends in primary or secondary or whatever, yes, they might last, but there might be a chance that they will go off and do their own things and they might forget about you. I am being just brutally, truthfully honest right now. But doesn't mean that you're always going to be fucking lonely. And just because you have got a best friend, if it lasts longer than 7 years, there is a chance that it can go on for a lifetime, but no promises. And even if you don't make any friends or you don't have a best friend or anything in secondary or primary, you will most likely have one when you are in your 20s or your 30s at the most, or you could never have one and you are just working your ass off by yourself, and that is okay. You don't need to have, you can have friends and stuff, but just remember that it would be nice to have someone. Make sure that you or your parents discuss about, it may not be your parents, it might be that you're living with your auntie or your grandparents or something like that, but just make sure that you can set up a savings account, because of the younger that you get one set up, the more money that you can put into it and the more financially stable that you're bound to be when you get older. If you have people that are oh, don't worry about saving up, spend whatever you want and all that stuff, number one, they might have a really good job and they might be getting paid no fucking tomorrow, and number two, they might they might be getting paid by some universal credit or something like that, and number three, they might actually not have a lot of money and might be trying to like go, oh, if they don't have a lot of money, that makes me feel a lot better, kind of thing. So just be aware. When something goes wrong or something doesn't turn out the way that you want it to, it is not the end of the world. Yes, it is okay to not feel okay about it, but it is not the end of the world. You will get over it eventually. And if you have a relationship, as in a lover kind of relationship, if you two split ways, not the end of the world. You'll get someone else. And I know that it could possibly be quite a long time, and it means that you can work on yourself, but do not go back to the person, because you broke up with that person for a reason, or they broke up with you for a reason, and if they broke up with you for a reason, then that's just basically them saying, I do not want to be with you anymore, blah, 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 and you should just be like, oh, okay. And then move on. Not legitimately move on to someone else, but I mean like move on. Learn self-love, learn your self-worth, all that stuff. Learning self-care, love and worth is the most important things in the world. To do, because of the more that you learn about yourself, the easier it is to look after yourself, and it's easier to notice if someone's acting some kind of way with you that is hurtful, disrespectful, or makes you feel vulnerable, takes advantage of you when you feel vulnerable. Move away from them immediately, because they are the red flag in this. Bye bye. Just because of you see something popular online or in person, or something's going, oh, like everyone's got that, so I need to get it, kind of thing. You don't need it. Like, yes, it could potentially be helpful, but it won't make you fit in, and it won't make you, like, number one, it might make you feel good for like 10 seconds, but then like you're just like, oh, this wasn't actually as cool as I expected it to be. It's just the hype. The hype is what gets people going, and that's just, it's hard to move away from it, but the quicker you move away from it, the better, because then it doesn't like hypnotize you into going that way, if that makes any sense. You see, in the past few years, one thing that I've done is spent a lot of money, and do I regret it now? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Because I want to have a job, and I do also want to move out of this place so I can have my own life and I can start living partially independently. Partially, is that the right word? I'm not really bothered about that though. I actually had a decent night's sleep as well, so I don't understand this. I also figured out that if I eat food kind of like half an hour before I go to sleep, it actually helps me to sleep a lot more easier. I don't know if that's because I've got like a fast metabolism or something, but yeah. But I don't know if I had any comfort characters or anything when I was younger, but your comfort character now, in other words, a psychopath. Your comfort character is Harley Quinn. Yeah! You know, I used to refer to mine and my ex-partner's relationship as Harley Quinn and the Joker. I don't know if they actually went along with it or not, but like I just was like, and then when I learned more about their relationship, I was like, oh and then I realized that on how, like, I've learned so much about this past relationship that I had in the past, I want to say 4 or 5 years, I think, because I stopped talking to my sister like around the same time that me and my ex-partner broke up. And I'm talking about my boy ex-partner, not my girl ex-partner. This is gonna get a bit deep. I understand that when I was probably around, I want to say 11 to 17, I want to say, something along the lines, they were probably the worst, some of the worst years of me living, but well, mentally, not physically, and I just didn't want to live, and I'm in a much better place right now, apart from finance ways, but you know, anyways, not the point. That's not the point anyways. But I am definitely, even though it may not look like it a lot of the time, I am definitely in a much happier place. And my parents are somewhat supportive of my future career goal. And I also have two of the most amazing best friends in the whole world, and I couldn't ask for anyone different, even though one of them stresses the fuck out of me, and the other, I wouldn't replace him for anything. Generally, I wanted to have an iPhone to match everyone else when I was in my first secondary school, but I am very thankful that I didn't have an iPhone, because I know for a full fact that I would have done some really fucked up things, and I also would have probably smashed it, dropped it, all that shit, and it would have been less than a year of me having it, and I would have been like, fuck. But I try and take as much care as possible of my phone now and my laptop now, because I want to have them for as long as possible. And by the way, this is still advice to my younger self, by the way, I just keep on going off topic. Fuck. Yes, you still have really bad anxiety to the point that you do struggle to go outside, and the only times that you will go outside is either to the shops or out with your parents or to college, and that's legitimately it, or if you're meeting up with friends. Otherwise you stay in a lot of the time. The third college that you've been to, I'm not going to name the name of it, but it is one of the best colleges that you've been to. It is full. When I tell you it is full, neurodivergence. So there are loads of people with loads of disabilities, physical and mental. There is a lot of people with autism, ADHD, dyspraxia, dyslexia, you fucking name it. And there's people that are in wheelchairs and stuff like that, and the teachers are so goddamn nice. Well, some of them at least, and well, most of them actually. Most of them are really, really nice. And then you have people there that help you out with your mental health and stuff if you need it, and you're my maths teacher last year, she was amazing. Like if I could just tear my heart out and be like, you can protect this shit because I trust you that much. My maths teacher that I have this year, I haven't met one of them, but I have met the other one, and I had him last year, and he is father of one of the girls I used to know from one of my old schools, and one of the TAs, teacher assistants, that also used to work there and in the old school. And I also know his wife because she used to be a teacher at one of my old schools, so I'm basically a part of the family by now. The whole entire family is just really, really nice, and I am so thankful that I could be in his lesson because he is such a nice person. And the thing is that me having really nice maths teachers and them being patient with me and stuff really helps me to learn, because I do struggle with maths quite a lot, and I try to avoid it at any point I possibly can. Like, just the thought of it sometimes just makes me feel lightheaded and like a little bit nauseous and stuff, which sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. And also, young Harley, you do not need a fucking partner. You do not need male validation. You do not need fake fucking friends. And all I'm gonna say is keep to your fucking self. I know that sounds so sad, but keep to your fucking self, because there are so many fake people out there, and you will eventually find your fucking people. Keep to yourself. be yourself and the right people will come to you. I think that's everything that I can really count on. Oh, the other thing is that I still have my poo bear from when I was much younger. So, yeah. So you haven't chucked him away yet, surprisingly. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you did like this video, please like this video, subscribe down below, click the notification bell, and comment down below on what you thought of this video, and if you want, and also just give me some like random like suggestions for these videos because of goodbye. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.